Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailySheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So I want to go to libertyblitzkrieg.com. Michael Krieger, who says, no, corporate CEOs are not heroes. You're seeing more and more rhetoric in the mainstream media and propaganda pieces that paint a lot of these CEOs, especially Wall Street CEOs, in this brush that they're actually like, they're the ones with the moral high ground. And my God, you know, they're the ones standing up for what's right in this country. And of course, that's a big lie. The way that they're being positioned right now is totally and completely backwards to what reality really is. Mike writes, I warned everybody about this several posts last week, how some of the worst cretins rummaging around the carcasses of American freedom and democracy instantaneously began salivating ferociously at the opportunity to look heroic by coming out in opposition to a grossly exaggerated Nazi threat hyped up by the corporate media. The events in Charlottesville presented such a tremendous opportunity for sleazy people in power to preposterously frame themselves as speaking truth to power. Says, I knew they'd milk it for all it's worth. Days later, they're still at it. Of course, the journalists of corporate media, i.e. the public relations stenographers for billionaires, are doing everything they can to push this ridiculous narrative. Unsurprisingly, the New York Times has helped lead the charge, with David Gellis penning an article on Saturday that has to have been one of the most revolting pieces of shameless propaganda ever composed in the English language. The article, titled "The Moral Voice of Corporate America," should be etched in stone and thrown into a time capsule so generations hundreds of years from now can accurately comprehend just how absurd things have become by 2017. The waning years of the hopelessly stupid American empire, a time when everybody enthusiastically lost their minds in a manic and desperate effort to avoid stark reality. Although this article is legitimately unreadable, as students of how the media manipulates the attitudes of the general public, we can't simply ignore it. And it's really nauseating to even have to share. But this is how the New York Times does it. This is how the powers that shouldn't be do it. Is that they do it. It's quoted in this article, Jamie Morgan of JPMorgan, or Jamie Dimon, pardon me. Now, this is a guy that everybody's saying, oh, yeah, Trump, you should make him the Federal Reserve chairman. No, Trump, you should get rid of the Federal Reserve. But this is what we do. We put JPMorgan, CEO, in charge of the Fed. This is what he said about Charlottesville. The equal treatment of all people is one of our nation's bedrock principles. No, it's not. No, it's not. Treating people individually and respecting people's individuality is really what this country was founded upon. It has nothing to do with equality. Equality never entered the equation. Equality isn't in the Constitution. Equality is not in the Bill of Rights. It's not in the Declaration of Independence. Nobody wanted equality back then. Nobody wants it now. I mean, this is crazy. This is what people are saying. These corporate CEOs, the equal treatment of all people is one of our nation's bedrock principles. No, it's not. There's a concerted effort going on to frame the very people that American people should unite against. We should definitely unite against these people. And they're framing them as the last remaining brave and heroic bulwark against hordes of marching neo-Nazis about to take over the country, in addition to being incredibly sleazy, intentional, and dishonest. And it's also a clever diversion tactic to keep our eyes off the ball. That's exactly what this is designed to do. But also, again, remember, your corporate America has really taken a beating. If you remember back in the 1980s, corporations, the corporate environment was actually worshipped. There were movies that went on to praise this stuff, you know? And you just can't, you can't really describe how this shift took place. How this shift took place and people went from worshiping corporate America to totally and completely vilify it. You know, this is also the corporate America that here we are, women now working more and more in the workforce, especially in corporate America. Yet you want to talk about equality? Oh, yeah, this nation's built on equality. Let's take a look at how much women make versus how much men make in the same position. And I think you'll come to find out there is nothing about equality in this America, in the America that we live in. It's all lip service, folks. That's exactly what that is. And just because you say a lie over and over and over again doesn't make it the truth. I mean, that is a tried and true Bernaysian tactic employed by the real Nazis back in the 30s and the 40s. But equality has no place in America. None. And it never had a place in America. Let's be real. Never once was it guaranteed. Never once was it even advertised. Hey, come to America, we're equality. No. It was the streets are paved with gold. It is, you can make whatever you want to make of yourself in America, but you got to put the work in. That's really what it was all about. You can do whatever you want. Did it say, but when you do it, everybody's going to be happy and lovey-dovey and everybody's going to get paid the same and we're just going to go total and completely communist? No, that's not what it said. So, I mean, Michael Krieger is absolutely right. This is and continues to be a huge PsyOp with the goal being to rebrand and remake what people think of corporate America, especially pertaining to CEOs and leadership, people in leadership positions on Wall Street and big business. Okay? Some companies, they've got it right, but others, no bueno. Would it be nice to sing Kumbaya, hold hands together with everybody, and everybody get along? Absolutely. Would I love to see it? Absolutely. Is it going to happen? Is it reality? No, I doubt it. And I mean, that's just being absolutely 100% real. We are, at our heart, individual, sovereign human beings. And when you try to get everybody to go the same, think the same, do the same things, it runs contrary to how we were built, and it runs contrary to how we were programmed, and it runs contrary to the operating system that is deeply embedded in every cell of our being. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.